Guys, just a fair warning, have a tissue box nearby for the second song. 2 weeks after Midoriya's death, Todoroki barely left Midoriya's room the first week until they had to clean it out. Then he stayed in his room with the things he took from Midoriya. He has barely eaten anything. Bakugo was a different story. After Midoriya's death he trained and trained, never taking a break, saying he couldn't save Midoriya so he needs to be stronger. Kirishima would try to help but he would just brush him off. Kiri had helped him many times after he fainted from exhaustion but he could never get Bakugo to take a break. Hey guys. Hey. Hello. Is everyone doing okay? As good as I can be. It hasn't been easy, but we're working on it. Todoroki? Bakugo?
When did I become so numb? When did I lose myself? All the words that leave my tongue feel like they came from someone else.
It's going to be alright, Todoroki. Just think this isn't what Deku would have wanted. Same for you, Bakubro.
I'm paralyzed. Where are my feelings? I no longer feel things. I know I should. I'm paralyzed. Where is the real me? I'm lost and it kills me inside.
Not you too, Bakugo.
I'm paralyzed.
You can get past this, Todoroki and Bakugo. Just be strong like Deku. You can do this, Bakubro. You are one of the manliest people I know.
When did I become so cold? When did I become ashamed? Oh, where's the person that I know? They must have left with all my faith.
Hey Todoroki, we all lost Deku, not just you, so we're always here to talk. You're Erika. I don't think that's going to help. Why not?
I'm paralyzed.
I don't believe that. Deku wouldn't have wanted Todoroki to be like this. I will always be here to help him for Deku.
Where are my feelings? I no longer feel things. I know I should. I'm paralyzed. Where is the real me? I'm lost and it kills me inside. I'm paralyzed. I'm scared to live, but I'm scared to die. It's like this pain and I buried mine a long time ago, but it's still alive.
Please take a break, Bakugo.
It's taking over me. Where am I? I wanna feel something. I'm numb inside, but I don't feel nothing. I wonder why. I'm in a race of life and time passed by. Look, I sit back and I watch it. Hands in my pockets, waves come crashing over me, but I just watch them. I just watch them. I'm underwater, but I feel like I'm on top of it. I'm at the bottom, but I don't know what the problem is. I'm in a box, but I'm the one that locked me in. I'm suffocating and I'm running out of oxygen. Where are my feelings? I no longer feel things. I know I should. I'm paralyzed. Where is the real me? I'm lost and it kills me inside. I'm just so paralyzed. Yeah, I'm just so paralyzed. I have no feelings. How come I'm not moving? Why you're not moving? Where is the real me? Where is the real me? I'm paralyzed. I'm paralyzed. I'm paralyzed.
Bakugo, I'm coming to your dorm now. There is no room for negotiation. Okay. Todoroki, Eureka and I are coming to your dorm. Todoroki? Todoroki, answer us right now. With Kirishima and Bakugao. Kirishima had arrived at Bakugao's dorm room. He entered, but a word hasn't been said between the two yet. Bakugo. I care about you. You're my best friend and I don't want you to do this to yourself. You can't be a good hero if you're constantly collapsing from exhaustion. Kirishima wasn't looking at Bakugao when he said that, but the broken tone in his voice made him snap his head to meet a crying Bakugao. Kiri pulled him up into his lap, hugging him. It wasn't the friend type of hug, but Kiri didn't care. He liked this angry Pomeranian and wanted to be with him, whether it was friends, lovers, classmates, or sidekicks. They stayed like that until Bakugao fell asleep. With Todoroki. Todoroki wasn't in his dorm room. He was on top of a building where Midoriya and he would go to watch the sunset. Those days were special since they were always too busy to go. Todoroki couldn't live without Midoriya. The little boy would always help patch him up after his training with his old man, kissing every wound to help him feel better. It was a silly thing to do, but Todoroki didn't care, because it did make him feel better. Not physically but emotionally. He had someone who cared about him. Not to mention the blinding smile the brunette always had on. The boy was literally an angel, and Todoroki would fight anyone who disagreed with him. Midoriya was Todoroki's life force, his reason for living. But now he was just a hollow shell. He felt empty inside and the only thing that could help was seeing the boy again. Todoroki would do anything just to see his blinding smile one more time. He remembers how Midoriya would always ramble on about little things, or how determined to be a hero he was. Todoroki would follow that boy anywhere. Even if it was to the depths of hell or the LOV. His mother always told him, when you find the person you love, latch onto them, and never let go. Because you never know when the time will come where they have to leave. Little Todoroki didn't know what she meant back then, but now he wished he had latched on a little tighter. How he wished to say I love you one more time to the boy, or give him loving kisses. That always made the little boy giggle. Oh, how his laugh was magical, it was like music to his ears. If he could, he would record it so he could constantly listen to it. But sadly he couldn't do any of those things to the boy. He was gone. In a flash this bright ball of light and hope disappeared from the lives of everyone that knew him. How he disappeared from the life of his lover, Shoto Todoroki, who was left a broken mess. Todoroki opened his photo gallery on his phone, scrolling through all his photos. Oh, how flustered is Izuku got all the time. The little things that made him turn a bright shade of pink. Todoroki didn't realize he was crying until the tears landed on his phone. By this time his phone was being spammed with texts from the class. He didn't bother leaving a suicide note for his class. Todoroki looked down at the street that had cars passing by. He sang a soft tune.
There are moments that the words don't reach. There is suffering too terrible to name. You hold your child as tight as you can and push away the unimaginable. The moments when you're in so deep, it feels easier to just swim down. The Hamiltons move uptown and learn to live with the unimaginable.
Tears kept falling down his face. It was quiet. Barely anyone was walking the streets at this time. The sun had set and the stars were showing.
He is working through the unimaginable.
Todoroki remembers this one villain attack. He was so scared he was going to lose Midoriya, because Midoriya wanted to go back and get the classmates that haven't made it out. Todoroki tried stopping him, but when Midoriya turned around he knew everything was going to be alright, but that didn't erase the fear. Todoroki looked up at the stars, hoping that was where Midoriya was. He would be the brightest star there was.
He is working through the unimaginable. His hair is gone gray, he passes every day. They say he walks the length of the city. You knock me out, I fall apart. Can you imagine? Look at where we are. Look at where we started. I know I don't deserve you, Eliza, but hear me out, that would be enough. If I could spare his life, if I could trade his life for mine, he'd be standing here right now, and you would smile, and that would be enough. I don't pretend to know the challenges we're facing. I know there's no replacing what we've lost.
Todoroki knows Midoriya wouldn't want him to do this.
But I'm not afraid.
He would want him to be strong, but he wanted to be by his side again.
Just let me stay here by your side. That would be enough.
The wind brushed against his face, drying his tear-stained face. Just one step and he would be with his true love. Just one step and he could see that smile again. Just one step and he could kiss his love again. Just one step and he would leave his sister. Just one step and he would leave his brother. Just one step and he would leave his mother. Just one step and he would leave his friends. He was starting to question himself. Should he do this?
There are moments that the words don't reach. There's a grace too powerful to name. We push away what we can never understand. We push away the unimaginable.
Todoroki's voice starts to break, trembling with the pain he felt in his heart. He wiped his tears before he said,
She takes his hand. It's quiet uptown.
Todoroki whispered that last part. He used to love the quiet, but now it feels like a hammer to his ears. He had gotten so used to the voice of his angel that the quiet became deafening to him. Todoroki forgot all his doubts. He was ready to see his lover again. He was ready to leave the painful life he was given. He shot one more text to the 1A group chat.
They are going through the unimaginable.
And with that he let go of his life to join his lover. I'm sorry guys. Don't worry, I cried too. I hope you enjoy and don't hate me now.
Then I got you off your knees, put you right back on your feet, just so you can take advantage of me. Tell me how's it feel, sitting up there, feeling so high, but too far away to